Hi guys, it's Theresa of Larkin Design, and so today I'm going to do a traditional layout for you. I was super inspired by my July Gossamer Blue main kit and Life Pages kits, and so I just thought I would send the cut file from Gossamer Blue over to my silhouette and play with this cut file a little bit. And so what I've done is I've cut this cut file. Now this is available to subscribers of Gossamer Blue. I'm sure you can find similar ones in the Silhouette store if you have a Silhouette. And so I've cut out the cut file itself and the pieces. The cut file is from white basil cardstock, and the pieces themselves are from papers that were included in the Gossamer Blue kits for July. Some of the papers that you see are from Simple Stories, Sunshine and Happiness, and some of them are from Fancy Pants, Life is Beautiful. And so you can see I have I cut the cut pieces from the pattern papers. I cut them just a little bit bigger than the spaces that they were going in, and then I traced those spaces so I would know where they needed to be glued down. I've also chosen to put this cut file on the bottom half of the layout here, and then I'm going to trim the top half of the cut file down and then use the bottom half. And so I wanted sort of a diagonal line there, and I wanted to maintain the white space above the cut file for the photo and some embellishments. So I'm going to take my glue pen and set down my glue for this cut file. These are particularly handy for these small little spaces that you're trying to get glue on. And then the tricky part is flipping it over and getting it down in place. So, and it's not perfect. I will tell you guys, it's not perfect. There's a little slight overhang, but that's okay. The glue pen gives you just a quick second to fix it. And there you go. There's a little quilt design with some of those cute pattern papers. Now I'm going to add a couple of color splotches using my Heidi Swap. The color that I'm using is the Primrose, and just tapping a little bit of those. I put those on there in a diagonal pattern, and then you'll see I'm going to contrast the embellishments in the other direction diagonally. So this is the photo that I'm going to use. I've talked a little bit about that photo before. It's in my Charleston Traveler's Notebook. My husband and I were just getting ready to go out on a date night. And so I just cut a couple of pieces of pattern paper to go around the photo. This is my layering. I'm not really concerned with what's on those pattern papers. I just want little pops of color here and there. So those were fun to use, and I just layered, I don't know, like 3 or 4 maybe. I also don't adhere all the way to the edges so that you can tuck little things in and around it. And so you can kind of see some of the products that I'm using from the kit. I particularly liked these ephemera from Fancy Pants, from Life is Beautiful. And so I'm just going through and picking out a couple of the pieces that inspire me and that sort of say, pick me, pick me. So that takes me a second. And I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys, because you probably, if you watched my Wednesday video in my Disney series, you probably heard me talk about the fact that my Disney album is almost finished. I have probably about 5 or 6 more weeks of that. I may try and condense that down a little bit. And then I'm thinking about what I want to put in the Wednesday time slot. And so I'm probably going to start doing more traditional layouts and including those on Wednesdays. So let me know what you think about that, if you think that would be fun to see. I have not done a lot of traditional layouts on my YouTube channel, but I do like to include those. I like to do those sometimes. So there's definitely a space opening up for that. So let me know what you think. Let me know, especially after you see this, if you want to see more of this. I'm really wanting to get a little more use out of my silhouette. And so that's, a bonus. But anyway, so I'm just moving along here and using some of the stamps that were in the kits. Those are just always so much fun. I really did like that black and white hot air balloon. Now it is a little pop of black, and there used to be an interior designer, I don't remember who it was, that used to always say that every room needed a punch of black or something black to complete it. And so I think every layout needs a little bit of black as well. So there you go. There's that. I'm just going to include some of these little embellishments around the photo. And then, of course, these awesome acrylic letters. Now, check this out. I almost put this J down backwards, and then I caught it. Phew, that was a close call. So I'm going to pop up this little hot air balloon. I just really like that hot air balloon. And then I'm going to glue down my title. My title is going to be Enjoy Life. So the enjoy is going to be these acrylic letters. And so I can't tell you how much I love using these acrylic pieces. These are one of the reasons why I subscribe to Gossamer Blue, is for these awesome acrylic embellishments that they send every month. And then I'm going to use this alphabet. It's the Fancy Pants alphabet. And I decided to incorporate more black. So I'm choosing the alphabets that have the black instead of the white with the wood. And then I decide to make it alternate. So you'll see that here in just a second. There we go. So those are, I've seen some really fun things done with those alphabets. I love them. I want like 50 of them. But for now, I'm just going to do the word life on there. And then there's another little black accent on the other side of the photo. I'm going to do a little bit more stamping around the photo as well. And so just a note about my design approach here, and sort of what is leading me around the page, what is leading me to put these products and the photos where I'm putting them. So one of the principles of design that I love the most is proportion, right? And this idea that everything is related to each other. And so how are these alphabets and these elements in the photo, how are they all related to each other? And if you do a research or you enter into Pinterest the golden ratio, you'll see this diagram, and it's sort of like a spiral where the spiral starts on one sort of in the focal point, which would be the title here, and then it spirals out and around. And so that's sort of what's going on here. When you look at this page, your eye sort of goes right to that hot air balloon, around the title, around the photo, and then down here to the bottom where I'm just adding a little tiny bit of other embellishments. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you're a design geek, you can look that up and, I don't know, be inspired. Sometimes it's nice to see this in real life, right? So I'm just going to add a few more embellishments around the page. I really love these chipboard pieces from Sunshine and Happiness. I just want to use all of them. But I refrained. I didn't use all of them, just some of the floral pieces. And a little bit more stamping, always. I decided I wanted to put one of the sentiments, I wanted to stamp it over top of the enjoy. So there we go. I had to move it to the edge of the stamp block so that it wouldn't interfere with the enjoy. And excuse my big head. There's just a little something else there. And then, of course, I had to use these puffy stickers, too. I have to say that Fancy Pants is knocking some of these collections out of the park. This one and Millie and June both are awesome. Alright, and so that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. And then I will see you back on Monday for our art journaling layout, alright? Thanks again. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.